Hi, good morning. I'm Vanessa and I'm going to show you a beginner workout. It's going to involve some weight training and a little plyometrics to help boost your metabolism a little bit to help you in losing weight. Today you're going to need a chair and someplace comfortable like floor with carpet or a mat. You can also use leg weights if you like. They're relatively inexpensive at Walmart or sporting goods store. You can also use dumbbells. They're also relatively inexpensive to pick up, or you can use a canned good. Just make sure that they are the same weight. But again, you don't need weights. You can simply use your own body's resistance. So let's get started. One, and it involves a chair squat and a push-up. So if you can't do a push-up, I'm going to actually show you how to do it on a wall so that you can build upper body strength to be able to do a push-up. And it's going to involve the plyometrics of jumping jacks. So let's get started. So for your chair squat, you're just going to go get your chair and you're going to pretend you're sitting down. Just barely let your rear end touch the seat before standing back up. So let me just turn that sideways so that you can see that. So you're just going to stand in front of the chair like you were going to sit. Only you're going to just sit down and come back up. Sit down, come back up. Just barely touch. Sit down, come back up. Make sure your shoulders are up, back, chest out, head up, because you want your back nice and straight. And sit down and come back up. Do it, the less work your chest is going to do. So as you gain strength, you want to move further away. And you're just going to put your hand there and do your push-ups. Go down as far as you can and back up. Again, the closer you stand to the wall, the easier it will be. But the further you stand from a wall, the harder it will be. And you can build up until you're doing, when this is easy, you can move to a chair or a bench and then move to the floor. For this, a stopwatch, your phone usually has a stopwatch on it, and you're just going to do it for a minute. So you can do many variations. So if you cannot do a regular jumping jack like this, you can do a low impact jumping jack. And a low impact jumping jack is like this. Low impact versus high impact. Low impact means your feet are on the floor at all times. Both feet are not off the floor at the same time. High impact, both feet are off the floor at the same time. High impact is actually going to raise your heart rate more. Includes the bent knee leg kick, a reverse kick, or it's also called a donkey kick, and abductor leg raise, which is for your outer thighs. We're going to use the chair for that, and then we're going to do some mountain climbers on the ground. So let's start. This is where you could use, for both of these exercises, you could use a leg weight, but you can also just use your own resistance. So leg abductor, or the donkey kicks, you're just going to raise your leg. Make sure your back is nice and straight, and you can use your own resistance. Make sure your foot is flexed, and you're concentrating on your rear. So you want to concentrate right here while you're doing this. The more you concentrate on the muscle that you're working, the more you work that muscle. So once you do 12 on your right leg, then switch over and do 12 on your left leg. Leg abductor, you're going to use a chair for stability. Again, your leg, you want to use your own resistance, or you can use ankle weights, and you want to keep your foot flexed. Once you do 12 on your right leg, you're going to switch your chair over and you're going to do 12 on your left leg. Make sure you're standing nice and tall and you're concentrating on that outer thigh. The more you concentrate on the leg and the muscle that you're using, the more you actually use that muscle. Mountain climbers, again, you need your stopwatch for this. And we're just gonna get down and bring your knees up. You can do it slow, but the preference is fast. The faster you do it, the higher your heart rate is gonna get. For our third circuit, we're gonna do seated calf raises, and you can put weights on your knees while you're doing this, or you don't have to. Again, you're just going to use your own resistance to do it. Then we're going to do some upright rows. You can use weight, or you can use no weight. And then we're going to do cross hops. So I'll show you how to do those. So first, the calf raises. You can add a little weight just by leaning on your legs, and raise your calf off of the floor, keeping your ball of your foot on the floor, and raise. 2. Don't let your heels go all the way to the floor. You want to keep that tension on your calves. You can do some alternates on this, so you can do it with your toes straight forward, and then you can work your calf a different way by pointing your toes out and keeping that pressure. You can also do it with your toes pointed in, like pigeon-toed. It's going to work the outer part of your calf. But you can just start with straight. You can do it without weights, or you can do it with weights. And you just want to bring your elbows up like this. You're going to work you're working your shoulders. And you're working some of your back. Do it nice and slow. The next cardio is cross hops. So cross hops, the best way to do cross hop is to imagine you have a line, or you can even put something down to be a line. And you're just going to hop side by side. So just hop across. You can make this as hard or as easy as you want. You can use a weight. I would use a light weight if you're going to use weight, or you can just do, and you should change the direction. You can move forward, and then you can move backwards, and concentrate on your shoulders as you're doing it, so that you're working your shoulders. And do 12 of those. And next is a concentration curl. So the next exercise is a concentration curl, and you can do it with or without weights. And I'm going to show it without weight. You're going to rest your arm on your leg and relax the other side, and you're just going to curl up and down. And without weights, you're just going to resist that movement. Resist it as much as you can. When you're ready, you can move up to having weights and holding a weight in your hand as you curl up and down, up and down. And you're going to do switch to the other side, do 12 of each for one set. Next up is the butt kickers. So butt kickers is just that. I want to see you actually kick your own butt. So running in place, but you're actually kicking your butt. Yes, I am actually kicking my own butt. Now, you may not have the flexibility yet to actually kick your own butt, but you can get there. Start with however far you can get your foot up. And as you get more flexibility and you get stronger, you can kick your own butt. So butt kickers, you're kicking your butt. Squats. So when you're doing your abs and your crunches, you just want to make sure that you tilt your rear end up, pulling your abs in. You want your abs pulled in as far as you can get them. Pretend there's a string tied to your belly button. It is pulling into the floor. Do not stretch your neck. And you're just going to crunch up, 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 up. It helps to blow your air out because you want to pull your stomach in. So jumping squats is exactly like it sounds. You're going to squat and jump and squat and jump. Make sure your knees are not going over your toes. Your knees should be behind your toes at all times to protect them. So up and squat, up and squat. Just so you can see, knees are not over my toes. Down, up, 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 up,